In a world where fame meets fantasy and music becomes a means of manifesting desire, few stories feel as personal, yet public, as the one between Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti. What started with a single lyric in a rap track evolved into a years-long saga of longing, love, and public scrutiny. Yo Gotti's crush on Angela Simmons was no secret. In fact, he made sure the whole world knew. This isn't just a celebrity romance. It's a cautionary tale wrapped in verses, headlines, and heartbreak. From unreciprocated feelings and tragic losses to rumors of infidelity and a love that never quite settled into comfort, the relationship between Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons feels more like a hip-hop fairy tale gone bittersweet. So, what really happened? Let's take it from the top. In 2015, Yo Gotti did something bold. In his hit single Down in the DM, he took a lyrical leap, calling out his admiration for Angela Simmons by name. The line, "And I just followed Angela Simmons, boy I got a crush on Angela Simmons," wasn't a subtle flex or passing reference. It was an honest, heart-unsleeved confession that caught the public completely off guard. Fans were intrigued. Rappers shout out celebrities all the time, but this felt different. Gotti was vulnerable in a genre that often values bravado over emotion. The move was gutsy and oddly charming. Angela Simmons, daughter of Run DMC's Rev Run and a media personality in her own right, was known for her poise and professionalism, not for being involved in flashy hip-hop entanglements. But while fans cheered for Gotti's boldness, Angela's response was polite but clear. In interviews at the time, she reiterated her values, particularly her commitment to abstinence until marriage. And so, the fantasy ended there, or so it seemed. In 2016, Angela Simmons surprised the world by announcing her engagement to businessman Sutton Tennyson. The reveal was met with joy and confusion. Who was this man who'd seemingly swept Angela off her feet, bypassing the lyrical love letter Gotti had sent her through music? In the months that followed, Angela and Sutton welcomed a son, and Gotti, still nursing what appeared to be a one-sided infatuation, poured more emotion into his music. In Save It For Me, released shortly after the engagement news broke, Gotti addressed Simmons again, lamenting what could have been. But behind the picture-perfect Instagram posts and public appearances, Angela's relationship with Sutton was unraveling. In 2017, they separated. Angela later opened up about the breakup, saying she had tried and tried, but ultimately found herself in an unhappy place. Her desire for a united family clashed with the painful reality of a broken relationship. Then came tragedy. In November 2018, just months after their separation, Sutton Tennyson was gunned down in the driveway of his Atlanta home. The news was devastating. Angela, now a single mother, was left to raise their child alone while processing the trauma of losing her child's father to gun violence. The hip-hop community mourned. Fans watched as Angela tried to heal in the public eye, balancing motherhood with grief. And somewhere, Yo Gotti remained a silent observer, perhaps still holding onto that crush, now blurred by the harsh realities of life. Then, in 2023, almost 8 years after the release of Down in the DM, the internet exploded. Angela Simmons posted a photo of herself with none other than Yo Gotti. After years of fans speculating, of interviews and silence, it was finally official. They were a couple. And just like that, the crush became reality. The two began appearing publicly together, attending events and sharing glimpses of their relationship online. Fans were thrilled. Some called it destiny, proof that manifestation works. Others were skeptical. Was this real love or a PR dream wrapped in filters and matching outfits? Yo Gotti seemed to spare no expense, lavish gifts, luxurious trips, and plenty of red carpet appearances. At first, it looked like a fairy tale, but underneath the surface, cracks were beginning to show. Soon, the shine began to wear off. Whispers began circulating that Angela Simmons was facing financial strain. Reports alleged that she was sued for $48,000 in unpaid rent, and the luxury car she gifted Gotti reportedly came with a monthly repayment plan. These revelations raised eyebrows and red flags. Sources close to Gotti allegedly expressed concern. He didn't want to be seen as a walking ATM, and some insiders claimed the relationship dynamic had started to shift. The love story that had once seemed whimsical and poetic was becoming weighed down by very real adult problems. Then came the rumors. In an ironic twist of fate, Gotti was accused of doing the very thing that started his relationship with Angela, sliding into another woman's DMs. This time, the woman wasn't just a random fan or model. She was allegedly one of Angela's exes, known only as Nurse. According to a report from Distractify, Gotti was spotted with her in Las Vegas at the Araya Hotel while Simmons was nowhere in sight. Whether true or not, the rumors struck a nerve. Was Gotti repeating the same patterns he once used to win Angela's heart, only now with someone else? For many fans, the writing was on the wall. If the relationship wasn't already under pressure, tragedy would strike again, this time from Gotti's side. In early 2024, Yo Gotti's brother, Anthony Big Jook Mims, was fatally shot outside a restaurant in Memphis. His murder was rumored to be part of a larger web of retaliatory street violence following the 2021 killing of young Dolph, Gotti's longtime rival. Allegations even surfaced that Big Jook had put a $100,000 hit on Dolph to curry favor with CMG, Gotti's label. Though never confirmed, the rumor painted a disturbing picture. Fans were quick to draw parallels. Angela already lost one man to street violence, one Twitter user wrote. Why would she risk going through that again? Another added, she went from a tragedy to another potential tragedy, just because a guy wrote her name in a song. For Angela Simmons, who had made it clear she wanted peace and stability, this could have been the final straw. Enter GloRilla. After signing with Gotti's CMG label in 2022, GloRilla skyrocketed to fame with her hit FNF. And Gotti? He rolled out the red carpet. $500,000 in cash, a chain, a Maybach, designer bags, lavish treatment that to some felt a little too personal for a strictly professional relationship. While there's no confirmed romantic involvement, the optics suggested a shift. The public began to wonder, was GloRilla the new muse? And where did that leave Angela? As of now, Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti have yet to officially announce a breakup. But sources close to the couple confirm they are no longer together. This isn't their first split, but insiders say it may be the last. The public notices the silence. No posts, no mentions, just distance. And for a relationship that started so loudly with a song, a DM, and nearly a decade of yearning, the silence is deafening. The story of Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti is one that spans time, tragedy, and transformation. It began with a crush, grew into a romance, and may have quietly ended in heartbreak. But what did it really mean? Was this a case of manifestation done right, or an idealized fantasy that crumbled under the weight of real life? Did Gotti love Angela, or was he in love with the idea of her? And did Angela feel the same, or was she swept up by the persistence of a man who never gave up? In the end, maybe it doesn't matter. What matters is the story, the emotional, unpredictable, very human story of two people trying to find connection in a world that watches and judges their every move. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the relationship between Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti. It's a story that reminds us all, not every fairy tale ends in forever, and sometimes love, no matter how public, persistent, or passionate, just isn't enough. What do you think? Was this true love or a social media storyline? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more real-life stories, hip-hop commentary, and behind-the-scenes truths from the lives of your favorite stars. Until next time, stay curious and stay real.